Hi there, Luc again. Well, actually, it's Fernand Luc. Well, actually, it's Reverend Fernand Luc Bergeron, PhD. I don't know. Yes. Reverend F.L. Bergeron, PhD. And the last time they tested my IQ, I had an IQ of 160. Yes, 160. And I'm dating a girl, I'd say around 120. Maybe less. It's like I'm Leonard and she's Penny. If you watched The Big Bang Theory, if you haven't, you can get it through Amazon. I did. I have the whole series. Like I have the whole series of Friends. That was a gift. And I have The Sopranos and well, I got a bunch. I I don't watch television with commercials. I don't like it. It's bad enough that YouTube has commercials. This series up to now doesn't have commercials, so that's pretty good. As you noticed, I shaved my head. I shaved my face. The head is because I had a psychosis not too long ago. Well, I'd say from September 1st till October 3rd. I kind of lost track of time. I stopped eating. I was doing spring cleaning. Make a make a long story short, I ended up in the hospital the 27th of September. I know that because I got the ambulance bill for that. I don't pay because I'm on a government pension, but still I had to call them because when they found me, I was naked in the house, washing the walls and trying to clean up the place. Anyways, just trying to give you a picture. I'm wearing nice, nice clothes. I hope it's the shiri that because I'm making this special for. I'm playing the Grand Mafia, and I've made some friends. Don't play that game. You'll get hooked. I promise you, it's worse than a drug. You'll need, you'll need a meeting or two to get out of that one. But I still play. I'm hooked. But I play less. I take care of stuff, and they understand. And now they're gonna see. I have to post stuff. I have church duties since I'm a reverend, so I'm on and off. I have different projects coming on. I have a song coming out. I composed a song for a wedding. I don't know who's gonna sing it yet. I have an agent that's gonna be taking care of that. Yes, I got an agent now, and she's a good friend of mine. Her name is Isabelle. I've known her for 35 years. I'm trying to date her, and anybody who knows me, if I'm trying to date somebody, it's pretty much a done deal. Uh, she's she asked me out. I told her she could ask me out. She asked me out, but we haven't seen each other yet. So, we're taking it slow. But her life, she got her leg cut off just below the knee. I'm guessing this weekend because I haven't had a response all weekend. So it's pretty sad. So we're all praying for her. Or at least I am. Because I love her very much. And last time I saw her was like May before I completely lost my mind and shaved off my head in September. The place is getting clean, I can tell you that, but I can't do much. After that, I have to see the doctor and I have to get a doctor's note to get a maid, a cleaning person. Let's not call it a maid. A cleaning person to come every week. I can do my dishes. I can do my laundry. That's not a problem. But to wash the floors and dust off my televisions, everything that I have to go down for because I had a vehicle accident. I scrapped my van not too long ago again. And yes, I was when I came out of the hospital. I had lost my bank card, so I had to go to the bank. So I go to the bank, and I can't get in, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, what the heck is the problem going on here? The bank manager, I think she's the bank manager, that's me, and she tells me there's somebody suspect going around. Obviously, it's not me. I never go to the bank now. I went. I go once in a while. Sorry, I go once in a while to get change for my for my laundry. Like now, I'm gonna have to go on the first because that's when I get my check to get a roll of quarters to do my laundry this month. I'm not gonna take for 2 months. I'm quitting smoking cigarettes and pot because the pills are working. I'm sleeping too much though, so I changed a bit the formula of how they're giving me the pills. Well, the way I'm taking the pills. I'm taking them. I'm taking the night times at night. I did the mistake of taking the night times at the supper time, and believe me, when I played the Mafia game, I got mixed up. It was bad. It was real bad, believe me. Uh, like I said, don't play that game, you'll get hooked up. So the next subject was, oh, I love that one. It's food. How do we fix the food problem? Well, maybe you're aware, maybe you're not, but when you ship food from another country, it takes forever, and the food rots at the dock instead of giving it to the poor people. What's up with that? Just to raise the prices. That's all. That's why the market goes up and down. You don't know why. Well, there's less. Of course, there's less. You let it rot. It should be a priority at the docks to get the food out. If you need more people, hire more people. There's a lot of people that don't work. It's not hard to inspect food, crates of food. You need a guy with a forklift, bring it out. Everybody checks if there's bugs. Everybody with a mask, of course, and gloves and the coveralls, and give the okay to sell this stuff, even if you have to cut the prices, which everybody's gonna like. You will get rid of it. Oh well, we have that much. Okay, it's not gonna cost it. Like now, right now, I just bought a lettuce that comes from from Mexico for $3.99, or was it from here? I don't know. I paid the $3.99. In the summer, well, come September, I'm gonna pay the same lettuce. I eat the Caesar salad. I pay 99 cents. When they come on special, I'm eating salad like I'm a rabbit. Because, and tomatoes, I love tomatoes. But at the price, I grew some on my balcony the first year I was here, but there's too much wind. Because I like to grow my own food. We should all be able to grow our own food, even if it's on your balcony. And green peppers, I used to grow green peppers and tomatoes. Well, you're starting to have, you buy some onions, and you got the tomato sauce. You mix in some ground beef, and yeah, you're good for spaghetti sauce. And a cheap one too, because you grew it. So that's one solution for food. That's why the prices are up and down and up and down. You don't know where to go. You have to check specials all the time. If you're in a country like mine, like Canada, we grow everything here. So we ship out grain to Germany to get, I don't remember what. Anyways, I don't understand why some of that food, the extra food we have, is not sent to Russia. Well, I'll tell you why. There's economic sanctions on Russia because the United States, which are our allies, are sanctioning them because of Putin. Uh, Not that I follow politics that much. Yes, I do follow politics here. I voted for the second time this year, and I went on the day that I came out of the hospital after a holdup. I went to the convenience store with my new card, and I bought myself a pack of smoke because I hadn't smoked in 4 days. And after that, I went voting. Uh, Even if you don't believe in it, choose the least candidate that is gonna lose, is gonna win. There should be an option actually to just cross off and said yes, I showed up and I don't want to vote. Not applicable. NA. That way people would vote more. You would know who didn't vote because you have to register, right? So they know that way. But the best way would be okay, these people didn't do their civic duty. It is your civic duty to go voting. And I know that a lot of people are not voting, one, because they don't care, or two, because of their religion. If they had the option of just going there and putting not applicable or don't want to vote, I don't know where to go or whatever option. There's an option missing. All I had were options. That's why I went. I wanted to see if they had options or not, and they don't. They only have candidates, and I didn't know any of the candidates. I knew the party I wanted to vote for, so I voted for the party. I didn't, but I honestly did. I knew who was gonna win, and that person won. It was a woman. I didn't not vote for the woman not because she was a woman. I'm not a sexist. It's because of the party. Uh, Here we have two systems in Quebec. Either you're provincial or federal. I'm federal. I don't want to separate this country. This is a beautiful country we have. It's a peaceful country. If we separate, we're gonna. A separation is never good for the kids, you know. And the kids, well, it's us. It's the people that have to live with that decision. And we've had a referendum. I think it was '96 the last time, and I voted yes. And every time I vote for a party, they lose. That's why I didn't go vote when Justin Trudeau was up for election. I just didn't know what to do. Who would I have voted for? I would have voted for Justin, of course. The only thing they had to say about him was that he was too young. If that's his only defect, well, that's not a defect. That's solving the problem. We're tired of all politicians that think they know what they're doing. They lie through their teeth. This guy speaks two languages, French and English, the two official languages of this country. And once he answered an English question in French. I do the same thing. It happens, you know. He grew up French. His father is from Quebec. His family is from one of the cities that some of my family members are in, and they know each other. So basically, in America, you say everybody's got family in Wisconsin. Well, here in Quebec, everybody is family. we're all family. If you ever have sources in Quebec, you're family. We have people that out of the 7 million 7 or 8 million Quebecers that we have that live more than half the year in Florida. You got part of them that are in Alberta in the at Fort McMurray digging up for oil and stuff. So tabarnak, pardon my French, and that is real French, and that is the real way you say it. And like I said, the food problem is like the other problems, very solvable. It's very easy. Make it a priority at the docks when the food comes in to get it out there. And if there's too much, just make it a special. People will buy it right away. And whatever is left, send it to the poor people that don't eat. They do that here. They send it to the mustard seed and the local places. I don't know which. I didn't do research, but they have food drives here. I send food, when I get mixed up in the groceries, which happened the last time I did the groceries. I bought chili, which I dislike. I thought it was ragu. I got 1 can of ragu, 3 cans of chili. I threw away 1 can of chili because I thought it was. I didn't look. I just opened it up. If I take my glasses off, I can't see anything. Right now, you're probably wondering, why do I have a three-day-old beard? Well, that's a request from my girlfriend. But she's undergoing surgery, like I said, this weekend. So, and I'm praying for her. So I'm keeping the beard, and while she's waiting, the hair is growing. So I want to say a special hello to everybody from the Mafia game that have watched this little episode, and everybody else that enjoys these capsules. I'm sorry, I haven't been up to date with it, but starting this Sunday, which is today, the 23rd, I'm gonna try and produce a video a week and finish those capsules, and after that I'm gonna do them in French. So the French speaking people, Quebec French actually, and now I fixed my dentures, and so maybe I'm speaking weird, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I fixed my dentures myself. I broke my dentures once. I lost a piece, so it was bugging me. So I grinded it down, and the bottom ones, it's a partial, and it never fit. I told the dentist when he gave them to me that they didn't fit. He told me to fix them myself. He showed me how, and I never had the tools. My stepfather did, and I left that fate, the Jehovah's Witnesses, and I still hadn't fixed it up. And now I bought the tools. I fixed the dentures. Yes, I get the. Like I said, I'm trying to stop smoking, so I'm drinking water. I have my water bottle with me. It's not as you can see, it's recyclable. It's not a water bottle, a transparent water bottle. I don't know why people buy those. You should keep those for emergencies, but you should know that the plastic around it disintegrates and gets into the bottle. So don't keep it for a long time. The best thing is camping stuff. It crushes completely. You fill it up with water right before you go camping or before you have a problem. Me, what I do, I don't drink coffee, I drink tea. I boil my water in my percolator, and I drink my tea that way. I guess I got a deep voice. I guess I got a deep voice when I drink water. And God, do I need water right now? I need a cigarette. And yes, the food situation. Well, I changed the way I was eating. This will be in other episodes after I talk about our needs. I went from 240 pounds to 178. That's what I weighed at the hospital. When I got home, I used the same scale, which is one by one health or something like that. I don't remember the name. Anyways, that's the one that gives you your fat and everything. I was under my goal by point eight. I wanted to weigh 180 pounds, and I made it. Those last 5 pounds I think were hard. Well, fast for a week. Just drink water and you'll be alright. And when you restart eating, first start with orange juice and then move your way up to food slowly. I took meal replacements. That way it was easier for my stomach to get used to having food. Even though I had food at the hospital, that's what they gave me. I didn't have my dentures with me. Thank you. I want to thank the volunteer that brought me my food and my clothes. Because, like I said, I showed up at the hospital. I had no clothes on, and I didn't want to keep my clothes on. I'm a nudist at home usually. This is getting hot, really. I like to lie around naked when I'm alone. When I play my video game, I'm alone. When I watch TV, I'm alone. When my girlfriend shows up, well, I get dressed. You know, right now we're not at that point yet. Once we had the relations, things might change a bit. I'll ask her if she's comfortable or not with me being in just my underwear. I know she is. She's seen me just go around my underwear and she finds it sexy, but I don't want to get her motor running more than I need to. It took 35 years for me to tell her, hey, it's all right for you to be in love with you. I'm in love. For you to be in love with me because I'm in love with you. And it was a shock to her at first. It was a shock to me too, but I had 4 days to think about it at the hospital and shit. Pardon my English. This is a show for 18 years old. I keep forgetting. Darn it. I'd like to be PG. I'm working on it. Still, it's a hard habit to curb. Right now I'm curbing the habit of cigarettes and pot. Let's work on those first, okay? If you don't mind. Yes, food. I don't think, grow your own food. Let's free up the dogs of food. Let's get food to the shelters so people can eat. By the way, they don't like cauliflower. I've been to the food banks, rotten cauliflowers, and nobody wants that, you know. Send good stuff. If you're gonna give to a food bank, send stuff you would eat, not something you wouldn't eat, like sardines. Nobody wants those. Well, some people do, but I don't. I don't eat fish. Anything that comes out of the oceans because of the water pollution. I used to fish and I used to throw the fish right back out. My son does the same thing. He loves to fish and he throws the fish back out. He doesn't trust the creeks. I would eat the fish if it was coming from the waters of Alberta because they have clean rivers. But it costs an arm and a leg to go, so, well, because I'm not a resident anymore. The best place for me right now is Ontario, but it's like $170 if you're not a resident to go fish there. So if you're a real fisherman, which I'm not, because I don't have the boat nor the vehicle to pull a boat. It's not worth it. But I have a friend that I have three friends that have families there in Ontario. So I maybe if they go fishing, I might take a chance. You know, and maybe the OPP or well, it'll be not the OPP but the Coast Guards, Canadian Coast Guards that show up and they show up fast. Funny story. My stepdad just got his pardon. Everything is going well. His criminal record is erased. He goes fishing with my mother. And my mother is a good fisher. My father showed her how to fish, like he showed me how to fish. You can go and you can fish, and you're gonna eat fish for supper, and you're gonna have enough to give the neighbors. He got frustrated. He put a second line, which you're not allowed to do, a second line in the water. The second he did that, it came the Coast Guards and they wrote him a ticket, and it's a federal offense. So now he has a criminal criminal record again for fishing, because he was pissed off at his wife, my mother, because she was pulling out so many fish. They were in the same boat. You're not fishing. Use what she uses. The trick is do a prayer just before you fish. Every time you throw your line, do a prayer. Whoever you believe, if it's the right God, believe me, it's gonna work. And I don't know. I think I thought before I was the Messiah. I'll get back to that. I have mental issues. I thought that was the new Messiah. That's why we have these nice little capsules coming up and down, and that's why I'm a reverend. I'm not the new Messiah, but I can help the rest of the population. We need to be a group that works together on all these needs for it to work. If there's only me doing it, like I sort my garbage before I send it out, and I'm a very weird person. I'm a very green person. But it's commendable. If I know I'm not the only one in my building that's doing that. I've done the garbage for the lady in another apartment. She asked me to take out her garbage. She sorted out cardboard, and she had no garbage at all. Like me, I take out my garbage every month, a month and a half. That is real garbage, which is food, which I could send directly in the toilet, because what happens with food, you process it through your body and then you dump it in the toilet. So I started doing that. I don't use toilet paper, I use cotton. I wash my behind every time. If I don't do that, they change the acids in the toilet paper. I have eczema in between my butt cheeks because of that. Not because I'm not wiping my butt, because I'm not cleaning my butt the right way with the new toilet paper, because it irritates me. And I had to go show my butt to a black doctor. And I had my son with me. Oh, that was funny. My kid was about 5 years old, and he asked me why was the man black. Well, here was my answer. It was because God made it so where he comes from, he wouldn't get skin cancer. And the doctor looked at me, it's like, I think it's the best answer I've ever heard a father give his son about an African man. So, well, that's the right answer. That's what I told him. That's the right answer. That's why you're black, to protect you from melanoma. He says, yes, I know that because I'm black. Do you know why I know? He says, no. I used to wash house. One black person had melanoma, and it's usually impossible, but he did. He had skin cancer. He played football, I think. And he shouldn't be allergic to the sun, but he was. It's if you ever watch the show House, if you watch it to the end, you'll get the episode because I don't remember the episode. If not, that's another good show you should buy. House. Forget the Dr. Doogie Howser. That's for the kids. House. That's the real problem. That's where you're gonna learn a lot. My mother worked in a hospital for 27 years, and she used to watch that show every day. I missed it because I worked. So when I got Prime, yeah, Prime Videos on Amazon. I think that's where I got that for 1 month, and they had House. So I saw House was off. Maybe I should buy it. Maybe I shouldn't. Finally, I didn't buy it. I still have a long list. Maybe bigger. Maybe bigger than that of shows I want to buy. Like I already started all the CSIs. I have CSI New York, CSI Miami. Yeah, I'm missing the original CSI, which I love. And after that, it's NYPD Blues, which I watched it. This is the thing. I watched a few episodes of every show my mother American shows that my mother saw, like Roseanne. It was funny when I watched it. I know it was done in the 80s, but in the 80s I was working. I was working at 12 years old. I was working, going to school, going to church, knocking on people's doors because I was a Jehovah's Witness, and I gave sermons at the church. And I don't know what's happening with the lady upstairs. I think she's doing renovations or whatever she does. She keeps herself busy. She's active. That's why she's on the second floor and I'm on the first floor. I'm handicapped. I have a sacroiliac joint dysfunction. If you want to look it up, go ahead. Have some fun. It hurts like heck, especially standing up. That's why I'm moving. I have exercise I'm supposed to do, but like I said, I just had an accident with my minivan, so I'm on foot. So I can't do much every day. I have some sewing to do. In case I have another episode, this time I'm bringing my clothes. They're all gonna be in a bag, in 2 bags right next to the door, so the volunteer can pick it up if the ambulance doesn't want to pick it up. And oh, I forgot, and I will do it right now. I'll put my phone. I'll put my wallet next to my phone, so if there's a problem, they showed me. That's the thing. The ambulance people showed me, like that they had my Medicare card and my hospital card with them, but they didn't take it with them. They just wanted to calm me down. They had to dress me up first to get the nurse to come into my apartment because I was naked. There's no other way to say it. I was completely naked. They found clothes in my mess, and they dressed me up. Just the bottoms. That's all I had. They put a cover over my shoulders because it was snowing that day on the 27th of September. It was snowing in Quebec. A very bad day. I come out the 3rd. There's a hold up, and I told you already that story. And later after that, at the end of the month, there was a patch of ice right next to Tim Hortons, and I was going. I don't usually go to Tim Hortons, but I decided that day I wanted a Danish and 2 Danishes actually, and a green tea. I thought it'd be nice to see some people, and yeah, I saw some people. I'm back to the hospital again because I overreact. I have a borderline personality disorder. Now they have discovered I am bipolar. I'm antisocial. I can't do anything in the house that it requires effort. I'm too emotional. I'm hypersensitive. I'm hyperactive, and I suffer from hallucinations. Me talking to you is great. Me talking to myself like there was an actual person there apparently is not normal. One of the psychiatrists that saw me told me that I need to seek help. I did get help. Don't worry. I saw another psychiatrist, and I spent 4 days, like I said, 5 days, 27, 28, 29, 30, the first, the second, the third. I spent a whole week in the hospital. That's why I had too much food at home, and too much tobacco, and too much pot, and too much of everything. Like I said, I'm quitting. I still have a can that's unopened. That's from the government. I buy my tobacco from the government, and I'm trying to sell it. I have still an ounce of pot that I can sell. That's unopened. Well, I got an ounce and a half, but let's not kid ourselves. That half, it's gonna go right here. Okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna smoke, and I'll see you all next time. But don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment, and please share. It's the only way this show is gonna go on. If anybody is listening to me, tell me. Even though I have a mental issues, am I crazy or not? Do we the question shouldn't be am I crazy or not, but has this planet given up on itself? And I think we did. We're trying to shovel snow with a small shovel about this size when we need a snow plow. Or the real machine, not the not the one you do by yourself, but we need the big machine. We need those boats to get those plastic out of the ocean so the fish can swim, and so they don't get aggressive, so we don't get sharks. We'll get sharks again. Great white sharks are in great demand in some places. Well, they eat the seals. Stop dressing in black. There's studies that have been made on that they don't attack a zebra kind of design. So if you have zebra design on your wetsuit, I think you'll be less prone to get attacked. If you're dressed like a seal, you'll get attacked by a shark for sure. If you want to go back to surfing, let's get rid of the garbage and let's prevent the shark attacks at the same time. And of course, if you clean the oceans, no more plastics on the beaches and on our nice beaches in California, in Hawaii, in Japan, and of course I saw even South America, the beaches are full of crap. The residents have to pick it up, so the tourism keeps going on. That's sad. Pick up your own garbage, put it at the right place, recycle. Don't use non-recyclable or non-reusable plastic. Do it. Start yourself. Start at home. Bring your own bags. Please bring your own bags so that when you do your groceries. Even if you have to sew some, you can go on the internet and if you have a sewing machine, they're not that expensive. If you have a friend that sews, you can make somebody else work. Doesn't matter. It's worth it. Or bring paper bags. Some places like here, if you forgot your bags, you're gonna get paper bags, which I don't mind because I recycle them. I put garbage in it. Well, not real garbage. I put paper in it or cardboard or whatever. This time, well, the pharmacy every month sends me a bag. They deliver my. Pardon me. They deliver my medication in a in a paper bag. So this month I'm recycling. They, they recycle. They put through the shredder every prescription I've had. So when the bag is full, I send it for to the shredder, and they recycle batteries, and the most importantly, they recycle the medication. They just renewed my medication, and I checked the dates on the ones I had. They were the old ones are all gone. So send them back to the drugstore. Yeah, that's the right word in English. The drugstore, whatever comes from the drugstore goes back to the drugstore. If you're doing your own oil changes, if you bought your oil at the local garage or local supply store, bring them back the oil. They're supposed to recycle it and the original container. They charge you here. They charge you $5 to ecological fee to get rid of them because they're made of black plastic. Well, bring it back to them. They sell it that way. Let's see how they react. I know how they react at Canadian Tires because I used it. They have a big bin in the back because they do. Every place that does oil changes has to recycle the oil here in Canada. So you just bring them a gallon and a quart of oil or whatever, because I had V8. Whatever you're putting in your engine, usually you buy it by the gallon, and it's cheaper. And when you do your oil change, well, you got your oil filter. You put that in a plastic bag, and you bring it back to wherever you bought your. Even if it's Walmart, it's their problem. If they're selling it, it's their problem to get rid of it. And that's all for today. That's all, folks. And this is the end of the episode. I'm sorry if it took so long. This is a special, like I said, for the Grand Mafia players and all of my friends. So thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, talk about it. If you have ideas for the show, hey, please go ahead. But you already know from the first episode what the subjects are. I'm going to talk more about myself in another show called Uncle Luke. But I'm going to wait till the French version comes out first.